Once, in the quiet town of Raven's Hollow, nestled deep within the dense woods, there stood an old mansion that was said to be cursed. Locals whispered tales of eerie sightings and strange occurrences surrounding the decaying structure, but none dared to venture too close. After the sun dipped below the horizon, on a moonlit night, Emily, a curious teenager with a penchant for the supernatural, decided to explore the abandoned mansion. Armed with nothing but a dim flashlight and a heart full of bravado, she pushed open the creaking gate and stepped onto the overgrown path leading to the foreboding mansion. As Emily made her way through the twisted garden, the air grew thick with an otherworldly chill. The mansion loomed over her like a sleeping giant, its broken windows staring back like empty eye sockets. Undeterred, she pushed open the grand entrance, causing the rusted hinges to screech in protest. The interior was shrouded in darkness, with only the feeble beam of her flashlight to pierce the black veil. The silence was suffocating, broken only by the sound of her footsteps on the dusty floor. Emily explored room after room, the air heavy with the weight of forgotten memories. In a grand ballroom adorned with decaying chandeliers, Emily's flashlight flickered and died, plunging her into pitch darkness. Panic set in, but a faint, haunting melody echoed through the empty halls. A distant piano seemed to play a mournful tune that sent shivers down her spine. Unable to resist the allure of the haunting music, Emily followed the ghostly melody through the twisting corridors. The air grew colder as she reached the mansion's hidden depths, where an ancient grand piano stood in the center of a dimly lit chamber. The piano played on its own, its keys moving as if guided by an unseen force. The room seemed to breathe with a spectral energy, and Emily felt the eyes of unseen entities upon her. Frozen in fear, she watched as the room transformed, shadows dancing to the eerie rhythm of the piano. Suddenly, the music ceased, and a ghostly figure materialized at the piano. A woman in a tattered Victorian gown, her eyes hollow and sad, stared at Emily. The ghostly pianist beckoned, and the haunting melody resumed, sending waves of despair through the room. As the music reached a crescendo, the mansion itself seemed to groan in agony. Emily, unable to break free from the enchantment, felt an unseen force pulling her towards the ghostly pianist. The room echoed with the anguished cries of trapped souls, and the walls seemed to close in around her. In a desperate plea, Emily called out for release, and the ghostly pianist ceased playing. The mansion fell silent once more, and the spectral figure dissipated into the shadows. Emily, shaken to her core, stumbled out of the mansion, the weight of this supernatural encounter etched into her soul. Raven's Hollow remained a place of whispered tales and forbidden mysteries, with the haunting melody of the cursed mansion lingering in the hearts of those who dared to venture too close. The once curious teenager, Emily, carried the memory of that fateful night, haunted by the ghostly piano's lament and the tortured souls that dwelled within the decaying mansion.